What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Guys, this is part 1 of the 1200 horsepower Supra Build. Guys, for this video, let me turn around here. For this video, I'm going to focus on kind of just taking everything off the engine bay. You can see here, it has a lot of outdated stuff. All this very old school, wire loom, like old chrome stuff. All this wiring that I have no idea what these relays are for, but I guess they're for something, not even connected. As you can see, the engine, it has a lot of corrosion and stuff. It's been sitting for like 7 years, I believe, without running. So it's been down for a while. So whole engine's coming out, and trans and drivetrain and whatnot. So that's where we're first going to start. We got to clean up the engine bay to get it ready for paint. We're going to get rid of this hackery over here. I don't know how this bumper was ever a thing, but thing's hideous. These lights are all going to come out. These glass, yeah, they are the glass style. So maybe Nick will probably try to sell them and get some money for them. So that's up to him. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started and remove all this useless stuff. Yeah, there's nothing here that we're pretty much going to use. Everything here is going to come up. All right, let's get started. I'm going to set up a time lapse so you guys can see along the little little removal of the accessories and stuff. Alright, check out this very old school temp sensor. This is what they had in here inside the actual radiator. On here, I guess this would just go through here, and that's how they'll get the temperature of the radiator. And that's where we'll turn on the fans with that controller box over here. And it actually has a knob. We gotta guess adjust the speed of the fans. I'm not sure. But yeah, looks like some very old school stuff. This wire loom here. I think it says, what is that, street glow? Back, taking it back to the Fast and Furious days. Yeah, let's keep pulling the stuff out of here. So far, this is what we have. I'm gonna have the time lapse going, but just cleaning up the easy stuff. We are keeping ABS on this car. He doesn't want to get rid of it, so once we get to that point, I'm gonna have to be very careful with those lines. It is the cleaner, smaller pump. That's the 97, 98 style. But yeah, when we get there, we'll cross that bridge. But wow, check out this boat. This looks like it's seen better days too. But all this stuff is coming out, man. Let's get rid of these. Let's take out these fans out. I don't even know what brand they are. Last of that cooling out of there so it doesn't make a mess. And look how skinny those fans are, man. This car probably never really cooled correctly. I'll make sure she gets some nice set of fans. Has some old school HIDs on. No surprise. Danny, come here. Danny.
What?
Hold this.
Okay.
Hold it. you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Got some glass lights out. All right, on to the next one. Let's go ahead and remove this hideous bumper. I actually think it's original. It's not a copy, but we'll leave that up to whoever. I don't know. All right, she's up. Let's get this out of here. Let's get this out of the way. You can see now, it looks a little more OEM-ish. Without that ugly aftermarket bumper. We're gonna go ahead and change this, not change, get rid of this side mount that's here. Take out the piping. You gotta take this cover off because obviously once you put the intercooler, you can't use it. The stock overflow tank, you can't use it anymore. Windshield wiper fluid tank, I think we gotta get rid of it too. So that's going to take up space, and we need the intercooler pipe to go through there once we do the intake. So that's going to be eliminated as well. All right. So this is where we're at so far, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and take out this cover here and probably call it a wrap for tonight. This new time change, it's already getting dark. So we got one less hour to work with. I'll keep talking tomorrow. We already got a bunch of stuff out, so you can tell that harness over there, that's all from the fans, I believe. Horrible old school stuff. Even the wire loom is over here. I don't know, I guess this used to be cool or pretty back in the day, but it's now, you can tell that there's a lot of like acorns and like shells of like from the trees. I guess the car was sitting for a while and it's just collected a bunch of crap over the years. So what's up, guys? Back here again. We're a little cold. I'm gonna keep taking this thing apart. Just keep taking things off. I'm not even gonna go specific order. Whatever I see that needs to come out first, it's gonna come out first. No specific order. So let's keep running away, right?
Yeah. We gotta fix this and we gotta take that engine.
Yep. Alright, let's get to it. Alright guys, so just about have everything up here loosened up already. Double checked it up here, power steering, AC lines are off. I gotta get under the car now, undo the fuel lines, clutch line. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take the transmission off or just try to pull it all together. I might do that route, I'm not sure. We'll see. Let me get down there, let me lift up the car first, and then I will decide as I'm down there. Let's take a look under the car. What do we got here? Pretty basic stock drivetrain. The diff over there looks like it's leaking a little bit on the shafts. I guess it's got those, it does have aftermarket shocks. Lacing or whatever, I forgot that brand, what it's called, those yellow ones. I know it's old school stuff. Got this HES exhaust to get it out of. Has an aftermarket mid pipe. Gotta take it off there from the stock twins. Driving looks pretty good for what I think it's 130,000 miles that it has. Shaft is not leaking in the back. It's pretty clean. The tail's been sitting for a while. It's got some rust on the screws and whatnot. Got the fuel line to unplug here, feed down there, return. I think I might go ahead and take the trans off down here and then pull the motor separately. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Well, let me get to it. Yeah, it's not, looks pretty clean. Car straight down here, just dirty from sitting down. This route can get cleaned up. Stock fuel lines unmolested, with their cover. This is the first one I see in such good shape. They're usually a little beat up. Like this one, it's really, really nice. Yeah, even the rails in this car, they're all straight. So wherever it's been serviced, or you know, here I guess they got bottomed out here. It's not too crazy. It's pretty normal. Mid pipe. All right, stop looking at this thing and let's get to it. All right, just got the exhaust out and the mid pipe. Again, this is some real old school stuff. HKS Priest. Actually in good shape. Never been. Canister looks like it's all decent. It's nothing out of place there. This gasket looks like it's been replaced. It's a little ugly. Looks like it didn't belong there, but I guess they did what they did. But yeah, for the age, it looks like it hasn't rust or anything. So. All right, drive shaft is out. Here it is right there. Stock 6-speed drive shaft. I started taking off the shifter from on here. This bolt is removed, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the top, remove the panel, and remove the first 4 bolts, and then the 4 bolts that are attached to the linkage here, or the tripod. And then we will start taking on the trans. We are inside this beautiful 1998 Supra. If you don't believe me, you guys know only the 98s bring the Supra engraved logo in the passenger airbag. So that is a only exclusive to 98s. Not even my 97 has that. Let's go ahead and remove this panel. Let's see if I can do the camera here. Alright, so shift knob comes out first. Jesus, how is this thing so hard? But I guess it's coming out together. And it looks like he just replaced it because it looks pretty minty. Alright. Take out your ashtray. Pop out here first. There she comes out. Hopefully this fits over the shift knob. Does it? It does. I guess he doesn't have the cable for the... Oh, look, he just probably forgot. Look, there's no bolt in there. But if you guys know, this cable goes... It's a little bolt that goes attached to the light where the ashtray goes ashtray goes. And if you can see here, this black piece goes in here, and then this comes off. So you don't have to take that off like it was. Alright, so let's go ahead and take these out. that out. So this over here, this is up. Get these two harnesses out here. Press that in here. Okay. Out. Out. Okay. And this rubber boot comes out together like this, and to get it over the shifter is going to be a pain, so we'll leave it there. I'm going to have to put the shifter on the vise and unscrew the shift knob, and then I'll just take these out here. These are the four that are connected to the tripod. Loose now. Yeah, this shifter looks like it's already on. Let me see. I suggest he buys a new shifter. Alright, so it's out. It should just pull right out now. You can tell there's no grease in there at all. And it's all, you see, all the grease is already dried out, so it's definitely seen better days. So that's what it looks like. And then I put the shifter on the vise and I try to unscrew the knob. But we're done up here. Everything else should be from the bottom. So let's go along there. Okay, guys, so you can see here, I started taking off the few things that we had here: fuel line, the transmission inspection covers. It has an aftermarket clutch. Looks like I'm not sure but aluminum flywheel attached to it. So yeah, it's been serviced before. I'm gonna go ahead and keep removing all the trans. Slave is out. They're loose. Once I get that out, just slide it on through and get this cover out. And yeah, keep working my way down to the trans finally out. This one. Let's go to the other side for the other one now. He's out. However, that transmission mount didn't survive. I guess it was pretty weak. I usually put pressure on there with my knees. I guess I got caught in there. Well, as you can see, it's already pretty soft, so that needs to be replaced. Came off completely. Trans is out. Leave the clutch there. And that's it, man. I'm tired. All right, guys, so just about wrapped up here. Got the trans out. Put it around here. Got the trans out. Got most of the engine components disconnected, ready to just come out already. The only thing left to do is just the two 19mm bolts on the bottom of the mounts, and it should just be ready to come out. Reason I'm not gonna do it today, man, I am tired. Sunday, gotta wake up early tomorrow for work. I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I'm gonna leave that for the next video and close this one out here. So I know it just doesn't seem as much in the time lapse, but believe me, there was probably 2 days worth of work here. So yeah, guys, let me close it out here, and I will catch you guys on part 2, which will probably remove the motor and start removing all the engine bay accessories, getting ready to paint, to strip everything out. Remember, like always, like the video, guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching.